Hey guys, Deslater Magic here, and it's time for an amazing overlooked but awesome card. It's not very common for these to be common, and by that I mean common rarity. A lot of these cards are in fact rares. Well, this time around, it's a common. The only format that anybody gives a crap about that this card is legal in is Commander, but that's certainly not going to stop me from playing it. This amazing card goes back to the Onslaught block, which is the only time it was ever printed. It's, of course, Spy Network. Look at that creepy artwork. Holy crap. By the way, this was a user recommendation for Overlooked but Awesome. Came in from Grant Reiser. It's either Reiser or Reiser. I forgot to ask him if he drives a Honda or not, so I'll just assume it's Reiser. It could be Reiser, I don't know. When you play this one-cost blue instant, you get to look at target player's hand, the top of that player's library, or the top card of that player's library, I should say. You can look at the top of their library whenever you want, actually, and any face-down creatures he or she controls. Then look at the top cards of your own library, and then put them back in any order. So you can't put cards from your own library on the bottom of your library, so you're not truly scrying 4, and you're not truly fixing your next 4 turns, but if you can shuffle your library at will, that would be a way around it. So this is kind of on par with one of my all-time favorites, Contingency Plan, which just basically straight up says scry 5, except it doesn't because the cards go into the graveyard, not the bottom of your library. So you can definitely gain some information. I mean, this is kind of like Gitaxian Probe. I mean, you don't get to draw a card, but sort of fixing your next turn or 2 or 3 or 4. Not a bad solution. I mean, that's a good trade-off. The one thing that is really interesting about this, and I really wonder, is the fact that there's one ruling about this card, and it makes me kind of wish there was a second ruling. I assume there's just an actual rule of the game that I'm not aware of, but basically the ruling says only you get to look, you can't show them to others. So when you're looking at the target player's hand, you have to make sure, I don't know, everybody else closes their eyes, or they just pass you their hand and then you pick it up so nobody else can see it. Something weird like that. You know, same goes for any face down creatures. They'll just kind of slide them over to you, apparently. This is just odd. But here's the thing. Okay, so only you get to look, you can't show them to others. That is the exact wording. But can you tell them what it is? I mean, can you say, I'm not going to show you this card, but it's Lightning Bolt? I mean, if somebody calls a judge over, guess what? The ruling says you can't show the cards to others. You could certainly tell them what it is, though. And maybe a component of that is you can't prove it then. They'd have to take your word for it. I mean, if you pop up a land from the top of their library and put it back, you don't show anybody, and then you say, oh my gosh, Worldfire is the next card, everybody kill this player. You know, you're not proving it. They have to take your word for it. Oh my god, Worldfire is coming, which, if you're playing Commander, if Worldfire is coming, just disqualify the person. That card is banned from Commander for a damn good reason. I don't know what the actual rules are in the game about sharing of information. I know that in poker, it's actually kind of strange. You're not allowed to tell somebody something true about your own cards. So you can imply something, like you can say, boy, I've got a lot of cards in my hand that are above a 10, but you can't say, I'm holding the Jack of Diamonds. So I think just that aspect of this card would be absolutely hilarious, just stupidly funny, and I think anybody playing Blue Commander should probably just play this card just because. You get to spy on everything, and then you can move some garbage cards a little bit further down the chain. If you're sitting on something stupid like an Evolving Wilds or a Fetch Land, there you go. You can just say, oh, I'll put 2 good cards on top, 2 crap cards below that, draw the 2 cards, and then force shuffle my deck. I mean, yeah, you'd be out some mana in the meantime, but it is doable. So thanks, Grant R, for recommending this awesome card. If you guys have any more recommendations, tweet them at me with hashtag OBA, which, by the way, doesn't work at all for some reason. Seriously, I did newest first, hashtag OBA, and I find a bunch of crap about some beach somewhere. I don't know, maybe it works better on YouTube. They implemented hashtags, so leave it down in the comments section below if you have a favorite card that you think is both overlooked and totally awesome. I'll be sure to make a video about it if I completely agree. And let me tell you, out of the, 25 to 30,000-ish unique cards in all of Magic's history, there's a couple weird ones. Weird and powerful. I'll see you guys next video.